Hey, it's Darlene. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my creative life. I am working on a one-page layout today, trying to finish up my 2023 Christmas pictures. So this was an event. We made this gingerbread stadium, and if you notice the pictures, the tablecloth that I had was pretty bright and pretty busy, so I didn't want to use a lot of busy Christmas papers. I'm using papers and embellishments from a bunch of different Christmas collections that I have. The funny thing is for the most part, they all coordinate because, they're Christmas colors, right? So this is like a little bit, not a saturated red, and also a very bright green. That's why I had that really bright green cardstock for the base. I cut the poinsettia plants or flower paper at 6 inches, and then you could barely tell, but that other piece of paper is a tiny polka dot paper, and I did that at 3, and then I kept 3 inches of that really bright green. I think that was okay. I don't think it got too busy. I'm just rearranging the pictures here and trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. 4 pictures, 1 page. That's usually a lot. 2 of them are 4x6, and the other ones are just slightly smaller. I print at my local Walgreens, and if you do the 4x6 collage prints, you can put multiple photos on that collage and they become different sizes. Now, I know that those sizes were pretty large anyways, but it still worked out. I did have other pictures that I printed with them. They're just not for this layout. So once I decided where I wanted the pictures, which was pretty simple, normally it takes me a lot longer, so I was pretty happy. I went ahead and adhered all the paper, and now I'm adhering the photos. Again, it's pretty simple layout, but also I wanted to make sure I had this all on one page. I didn't need to stretch this out to a 2-pager. Also, there were so many photos. When I say so many, 4 for this one occasion. I didn't want it part of my December daily or my Hello December, whatever you want to call it, month in review pages that I do. So I do think that it deserved its own layout. Now, these embellishment cards were cut from another page collection, and you can tell, again, same color scheme, got kind of brighter green, a little more subtle red, not a real big bright Christmas red, but they had these really nice words. I like to use these what did I call them? Cutout cards as much as possible for like titles and stuff. But I just wasn't feeling it because this wasn't really like a Christmas day. It definitely is Christmas time, but it wasn't really like Christmas day. It wasn't the night before Christmas. And I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So I pulled out these embellishments, and these were actually oh my gosh, what's the type of kit that, the page protectors are pocket pages. Thank you. just dawned on me. Kit. Now, again, completely different kit, same color scheme, and I absolutely love that. So I did like that little journaling spot that says sweet. So it's going to serve for 2 purposes. 1, a title, sweet, simple, perfect, and then also a place to put my journaling. Now, I went through the embellishments. There wasn't really a whole lot that I liked, but because this is a gingerbread creation, I did like using the gingerbread cookies, the gingerbread man and woman, and then also those snowflakes and gingerbread. I think that coordinated great because, again, it's not a gingerbread. We weren't making gingerbread men or even snowflake cookies, but we still were making gingerbread creation. Now, I'm going to show at the end a closer picture of that stadium, but it was so cute. I think I might have got this at Target or something, but we're a big sports loving family, so it was so much better than doing like a gingerbread house. Not only that, but gingerbread houses are hard. Even if you have a kit, I don't know if it's just us, because we're a pretty creative family too, but we could not get those things to stay up. So it was really fun to do this a little bit different. And we got to personalize it because it was during a 49er game. So we put 49ers on one side, and I think they were playing the Ravens or something, but we'll see it in the close-up. So anyhow, so this is pretty much done. And then I think, no, you know what? It needs something a little here and there. So I grabbed a scrap piece of, again, another piece of paper that was from a different line. And this is just red with some Christmas words. And I put them in 3 different spots. So one, you could see I did on that bottom right, and then I'm doing one on the upper right. And I'm just doing the fishtail banners, which basically I do a little snip in the middle. I'm just eyeballing folks. And then I go from both the left and right side up to the end of the snip. Super easy. Well, those are 2 spots. I always like to think 3. So I did grab another piece of the scrap, and I'm just going to make like a faux tag. And then I'm going to just tuck that underneath the sweet journaling card. So to me, it's perfect. 3 different spots, 3 different places to look at. I love the embellishments just kind of being on that L right there on that left-hand corner. I think that was all this page needed. A lot of photos, even a little bit of busy paper, but I don't think it clashed with the photos, and I hope you agree. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm creating in my craft room or the command center. That is the name of my craft room, also my blog. But I will have a link below to my blog because I'll do some still pictures so you can really look at them. I'll try to remember to list some of the papers and the products that I used. It's just that there were so many, and some of them are just single papers that I just had or leftovers from a kit. So I won't have all of those, but I'll put as much information as I can remember in there. But this is really cute, really quick actually, and I do hope you enjoy it. I think these photos are so fun, and I absolutely adore doing Christmas photos. But thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm getting up there in numbers, and I just really like that I'm getting people to actually watch and enjoy my videos. Thank you very much again for watching. Bye.